Hello. Hey. What? Sorry. I should probably stop doing that. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the We Are Not Lonely podcast. I hope everybody's well. I hope all of y'all are doing well. I hope you enjoyed the previous episode. I realized that I was rambling a lot more. Well, don't worry. I'm still gonna ramble in this episode as well. So yeah. So let's just instead of like getting into it, just right from the get-go, let's just talk about like phones for a second, right? Phones right now are very portable, and it's getting thinner, and it's also getting like smaller. I mean, you have like the bigger ones, but you know what I mean. It's getting smaller. It was really small, the Nokia, when the Nokia phone was a big thing. It was really small then, and we slowly transition to touchscreen, and because of that, the phones became bigger, parts became thinner. Yeah, but I have a slight beef with phone cases. Okay, not really a beef, but like I get the function. It's just that I believe that if you can make a phone case, right? Okay, so it's like a different business. It's a different. I'm glad that there people are getting like job opportunities because of it. Because of like phone cases. I assume that people are making money off of it, and just having a better life. You know what I mean? I get that, but what I believe is like the phone, the encap. Okay, whatever. I don't know what the word is, but the cover of the phone itself should be durable. You know what I mean? Like it should have the potential to like survive a bunch of drops. Like remember the Nokia? I think. Wait one sec. What was it? I think it was 3310, but let me check. Let me just quickly check. Yeah, it is. Yeah, so remember the Nokia like 3310? It was a brick of a phone, right? You can throw this phone, like say if your like wallet gets snatched, or if your purse gets snatched, yeah? Or if you're like whatever, if somebody stole your stuff, and if you had this phone, you can just throw this phone on the person and the person would pass out. It was a brick of a phone. Like you can throw it on the wall, it would not break. So that's what I'm trying to get at, right? So this was like, I think this was during the 1100 series, the Nokia 1100. I think at least like that's what my dad had at the time with the first phone. You know what I mean? It was black and white. We never had the cell phone, the huge ones. We never had those. So I would always imagine like cell phones to be like come with the case. Like at least like, okay, here's what I think, right? At least have the phone come with a case, right? Like if you're making the phone, like I get that you're trying to do whatever. Like when I see all the reviews, like phone reviews and stuff, there's always like at least like 9 out of 10, like there's always like a sponsor segment, and the sponsor segment is about like phone cases. You know what I mean? And I get that there's a lot of like phone cases, like good phone cases right now, like very like durable and very like Nokia 3310 like vibes. You know what I mean? You can throw it, and it never breaks or whatever. But what I'm saying is it should not have come to that, is what I'm saying. Like a phone needs to be durable in itself. I get that the parts are getting thinner and the phones are getting thinner, and they're trying to make it look more slicker and all that. I think, okay, here's what I think. Okay, here's what I think it went wrong. This is where it went wrong. Okay, I'm just pulling this up. A brief history of cell phone and cell phone cases. It's from www.iptaka.com/blogs/news/a-brief- history dash of dash the dash cell dash phone dash and dash cell dash phone dash cases. I intentionally read that out so that if you guys are like hearing it, then you know, okay? But I'm gonna put for the YouTube video, I'm gonna put the link and then on the video as well. So yeah, the article is about a brief history of cell phone cases, right? So Alexander Graham Bell, right? He created the phone. He was trying to sell like telegraph or something, and he figured out how to send like voices in the wire or something like that. So the first official cell phone was wait, let me just 1 second. Yeah, so Bell Labs created the first cell phone. You know, the cell phone that kind of looks like, I don't know how to say, it kind of looks like an iron, I think. It also looks like a small radio, but like it has like a speaking thingy like coming out on the thing. It's weird, right? So that was the first cell phone, and I would imagine it's like huge, right? It's like huge, and it has like the antenna and stuff. And I would imagine like if you throw this, it's not gonna break, okay? It's not gonna break. And here's when it went wrong. Okay, there were like different types. Like Nokia was doing well, right? Nokia knew the shit, right? Like Nokia knew what they were doing, so they just did what they had to, right? And their phone was so durable. Like they were so durable, bruh. So here's where it went wrong. Okay, okay, in 2004, Motorola came out with this phone called the Razr, and I remember the ad, and there was this girl, and she was wearing like a really tight jeans or whatever, and she was like, "Oh, look, it fits here. It's so tight, but it fits here." And then she's like putting up her palm and shit. "Look, it's so small." I think that's where it went wrong, right? And the Motorola Razr was so popular, right? Anybody who had this was like, "Oh my God, this person is so cool. Oh my God, look at this. It's a flip phone. It's so thin." I mean, considering now, like it's not that thin, but back in the day it was like, "Oh my God, this shit is so fucking thin." You know what I mean? And everybody like lost their minds, right? So I think that's when it went wrong. I appreciate that they want to make things like smaller and they want to make things more like portable. But I think you can do all of that. Because like, okay, here's the thing, right? I think there is like a phone case. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. All right, so there's this new phone case that all the YouTubers are like, you know, what do you say? YouTubers are like, just like a review. I mean, like sponsored by, and the product is really good. It's called the Rhino Shield, right? And they make really good phone cases, right? It's very like durable. Like you can throw the phone and shit. I hope this is the one. Yeah, it is. So what I'm saying is it's not like we don't have the technology, you know what I mean? We do, but phone companies would like, they really do not want to like make it. They really do not want to like make the phone like durable, because I guess it's like part of their business to have like a service as well, you know, to get like your after sales service or whatever, right? I get that, but like it's just that, you know, I feel like it's just like it needs to be like, at least make it like, I don't know, like just like the drop thing, like especially the iPhone, right? I have never seen anyone, okay, if it's a new phone, then it's a new phone. I've seen that, but like people who have used an iPhone for like maybe like 2 or 3 years, I've never seen an iPhone which like the screen is not cracked. You know what I mean? Like the screen is always cracked. And everybody's just cool with this, like normal. It's like, oh yeah, screen's cracked, it's fine. You know what I mean? So it's like, why is this the thing? You know what I mean? So I believe that, you know, when you make a phone, when you do it, just make it a little bit durable. I don't know. Just it's like the case should not have existed. This business, okay, I'm glad that people who are like booming and like going forward in life because of the phone case business or whatever, but I believe that that should not have happened. We need to reset this shit. This should not have happened. Anyway, yeah, so in 2007, is it? Wait, let me read this. Yeah. On January 9th to 2007, Steve Jobs presented the first iPhone to the world, right? And I remember this, and everybody was talking about it, and they were talking about the multi-touch, right? And iPhone, the thing about like iPhone is like they use the stuff, like the technology that has existed on Android, right? And Android does a terrible job in the beginning. Like now they are like really good, but in the beginning they do a very terrible job in like implementing or not enhancing. What's the word I'm looking for? Like optimizing, right? They're really bad at that, and Apple was like really good at like doing that, right? So they created all this like multi-touch and stuff, and they had like apps for those, like they had like games for those like multi-touch, and it was like very it was very like new, right? And so everything became a rectangular cube thingy, right? A small rectangular cube thingy ever since the iPhone came out, and every phone after that became that, right? And I remember I bought my first like, I think I was in like probably like, when was it? I think it was like maybe like end of 11th grade or something. I really needed a phone because like I was not at home and I was in a hostel, right? So I had a phone. I think it was LG Cookie or something. It was the most dog shit touch screen phone that I've ever had. Like I would touch on something and it would react after like 5 seconds. It was really bad. Like even from the get-go, right? And I was like, oh, it's like I just like I thought that was like normal, because I thought like, oh, it's like touch, it's fine, like the technology is not that, like I was like finding excuses for that, and I always, the phone was like really thin as well, right? And I always like was scared to like drop it, because like if I did, like I thought like it would like break, and it did, by the way, it did. And after that, I think I bought like a Sony Xperia, and that was a really good phone. It was pretty thick, it was touch, and it was really good. And at that time, like Sony had this thing where like now every phone has it. Like when you put the phone in your ear, like it becomes like the phone like shuts down, like not shuts down, but like locks itself, so that you won't touch like the end call like button with your face and stuff. It was pretty good. And this was like back in like, I don't know when it was, like it was around like when the iPhone came out, right? And I was like, I was thinking like, damn, like like at the time I was thinking like, I don't know how they'll make the phone like better, right? And iPhone, like Apple kept like coming up with like this new stuff. Like I think up until iPhone 7 it was like pretty chill, and after iPhone, yeah, I think they gave up. I think they gave up after that. And Apple has this thing called like Apple Care, right? When you buy the thing, and it's like a warranty or whatever. And I feel like they just like banking off of it. Like it's a good business model, but I also think like, at least make the phone like durable. Like I wouldn't be shocked if like the phone became like fucking chips and just like screens and shit, and Apple just like, oh look, like you don't have to do anything, like you just have to look at it. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the thing. But yeah, I mean, like I have like so many shit with the thing. Okay.
The number you have dialed is
Okay, our friend is busy. We're gonna call him after a bit. Yeah, so that was the whole shtick I have on the thing. Yeah, and the phone, right? The phone back in the day, 1100 and those, like even before the BlackBerry came out, right? It had this I don't know how to call it. It's like, okay, like when you type a text, right now, like when you type on a touchscreen, it gives you the whole like letters, right? Everything, like you can type everything. But back then it had like, okay, one like there isn't anything, and two there's like ABC, and three is like DEF. So you would have to like say, if you had to say like go, you would be like G. So G is 4, you have to press that once. And then O is like 6, so it's MNO. So you have to press 6 like 3 times. Do you know what I mean? So it was like, texting was like a little bit iffy back then. And people still like did it. They would have this like SMS pack or whatever. I mean, there still is, but like specifically for like texting. So there was this like whole shtick on that, and it was really 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 bad until like BlackBerry came out with the, I don't know what is it called, Quattro key or whatever. I don't know what it was called, but BlackBerry had the whole shtick that we have right now on the touchscreen, right? So, and then BlackBerry came out with this whole like BM or whatever thing, and it was like everybody was like on that shit, and I never had a BlackBerry, so I never cared for it. Okay, so my phones were like pretty chill. I think like I had the first one, the LG was dog shit, and then the Sony Xperia, I used that phone for like so long. It came with like a different case. Like, okay, so back in the days, back in the days, there were like you could like change your battery. So you could just like pop the back cover of your phone, and you could like just replace your battery. Like now you can't really like do it. You have to go to like a servicing place, and you have to tell them, okay, I need to change the battery, and they would do it for you. And that is also one thing I have beef with, because like they are not allowing us to like do that by ourselves. They're just cutting that part off like completely. And I think I have like a lot of like resentment. I don't know why I have so much beef with like it's not personal, okay? I mean, it kind of is. It all started from that, like my first touchscreen. I was really angry at that. Cause my mom was like, okay, so like if anything happens to your phone, you're not gonna get any, you know what I mean? And I was like, cool, right? And something happened to the phone. I think like I dropped it, and it kind of broke, and I still like used it, but then the phone kept like going off, like restarting itself. I don't know why, and I couldn't use the phone at all. So I had to just keep the phone like switched off, and I could call for a little bit, for like, I think it was like maybe like 10 to 15 minutes, and the phone would just like do the restarting thing like all over again. It was just too much, okay? It was just too much, and it just like can't I just couldn't like deal with it. So I just didn't use the phone, and then my mom like, found out, and she was like, oh, like if that's the case, because my mom thought like I was like, you know oh, like this kid is like trying to make me buy another new phone, like type deal, which I was not, because I would never. All right, coming back to the phone case, right? I really do think like when phone makers like make it, maybe they could do like, okay, this is what they could do, right? They would probably do it. They could collab with like a phone case, whatever, right? And they would ship the phone with the thing. I'm just saying, like, I think at least, right, at the least, if you're giving a phone, first of all, iPhone doesn't give you the power brick anymore on the phone. They just give you the USB. Like, that is so stupid. And they were like, oh, we're being like environmentally conscious, and when you buy the fucking brick, it comes with another box. Like, it doesn't really make sense. Like, it's so stupid. That's the most stupidest thing that I've ever seen anybody do, any like business do. I mean, I've seen a few, but like that was the most like, it's the most dog shit, bro. Like, when you buy a phone, right, you would expect to get the power thing, and they just assume that everybody has a fucking iPhone, bro. What if like people trying to switch from Android, dude? Like, if yeah. Anyway, that's another That's a whole another topic. What I want to say is like the cases, right? I think like at least the customers, your buyers, your fans of your phone, at least like they deserve that. You know what I mean? Like you can't just like throw the phone and be like, oh, like look this, yeah, phone. And sometimes it breaks if you drop it, so you have to bring it to us so that we can fix it. Do you know what I mean? It's just like I just feel like it's a scummy. I don't know. I also do feel like they intentionally make it. And it's like right now, like the iPhone is like advertising like people like just like roughly, like not roughly, people like just manhandling the phone, like throwing it in the cake, blah de blah, falling on the fucking thing, like falling on the ground. And then the tagline goes like, it's an iPhone or something like that. Like it's become like their like selling point. And I'm like, bro, like that should not have been the selling point to begin with. You know what I mean? Like if you are like making a phone, or if you're making a product that's gonna be like with you the whole time, the least you could do is make it like durable, dude. Like I do not understand. Like forget with like the IP like water thingy, like you can drop the phone in the water and shit. Like that is like an extra thing, okay? I don't mind like if that's not there. Like what I mind is it needs to at least be durable, bro. Like you can't just be like, oh, it's an iPhone, it's not gonna break. Like that should not have been your selling point, but it is. For some reason it is, and they put a lot of money on that ad, and they have a lot of money. I get it, okay? They're kind of like monopolizing in the phone. I mean, not really, but like they kind of are like monopolizing in the phone thingy, the phone sphere, right? Because there is no phone like an iPhone, and Android is like there's so many thing, right? Like for example, right? Yeah, I use an audio interface. I use a UAD Apollo audio interface, right? And it has Thunderbolt 2, I believe, and it works. I use my Mac to make all my all my stuff, record everything. I used to record on my PC back when me and R were doing the thing together, right? So I use this Apollo. Apollo has a Windows version, okay? But it's dog shit. But because like every Windows computer is like differently optimized, so it's like they don't know how to like really optimize it. But for the Mac, right, since they know the product and they know that it's only one product, and they can heavily optimize for the Mac, you know what I mean? So because of that, I use the Apollo. I want to use it on my PC. I know it's like possible, but it's like there are so many things that you need to use it that I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? But with the Mac, you can just plug it and it just works. So in that sense, the iPhone is kind of like monopolizing on the thing, since like there are no products like that, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So I think because of that, they're just like doing whatever they want, bro. I don't know how this conversation became about iPhone, but I don't really have an iPhone, but I do think that they need to. I mean, there are like big players like like the OnePlus, right? The OnePlus is like really like popular as well. Even the Samsung, LG, I'm not sure. But yeah, Samsung, OnePlus, Samsung has gotten their new like flip phone or whatever, right? And it's become like really like popular and stuff. I don't think like Apple is gonna do that. They might though, if they run out of ideas. But yeah, and the cases for the flip phones, bro, like don't even get me started. This is so frustrating. I mean, I think at least like Samsung, I've used a Samsung, a Galaxy, after my Sony Xperia, and it was pretty good. And it was very like durable. It was still a thin phone, but it was like durable. I dropped that phone like so many times, and it was still good. And I think they still make like durable phone. Right now I have a OnePlus. It's an old one, 5T. I bought it back in like 2017. It works like fine. I've dropped this phone like so many times, dude, like so many times. And I don't have a case now. So it came with like a clear case, and the case like kind of broke. Not like broke, it kind of became like yeah, it broke basically. It just like became half. I didn't do anything. It's just like, I think like the wear and tear, right? So yeah, I just recently removed that clear case. But yeah, so yeah, I've dropped this phone like so many times. I'm not saying like this phone is the best phone, but like I still am still scared because it's so thin, and I feel like I'm gonna crack this, like the glass, if it falls like a little bit like on the edge or something like that. It dropped like, like full flat, so it never like breaks. But yeah, so I get scared of that, and I don't know, like I just fucking make the phone. I don't know, just make the phone at least durable. Like that's the least you could do, at least. You know what I mean? Like I don't understand this. It's just like frustrating. Like 1 second. Let me just call the homie and see what he thinks. I hope he's free. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna pick up. All right, it's cool. It's cool. Some days we're not gonna have him. Some days we're gonna have him. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, so that's the beef I have with phone case. It's not much, but I do believe that we deserve a phone that is durable. Okay, I think like the iPhone. I think like iPhone 4, 5. It was still like, it was still like very like compact, and they made it really well. And since the iPhone 6 came out, like there was this whole shtick where people try to bend the phone, and the phone became like, the phone like it bend. Obviously, if you're gonna put force in the thing, it bends. But yeah, I think like the like fragile stuff like started from the iPhone 6 as well, and everybody wanted the phone to look like an iPhone 6, and they wanted to make it thin, and everybody started like copying, and it's just like, yeah, I blame Apple for this. Yeah, no, actually, I blame the Motorola Razr, for fuck's sake, my stammering, because they started the whole shtick with the slim phone, and everybody was like, hey, we can do that. Yeah. I don't know which came out first, the iPhone or the iPod Touch. I don't remember. I think I don't know. I don't have the information on that. But yeah, so I think like phone cases are cool. They're amazing. But I also do believe that we deserve a phone that is at least like durable. Like, bro, like if your phone like drops once and it just breaks, like, bro, like what's the point? Like, what's the point? There's no point. There's no point in that. I just don't understand. I just don't understand why the things are how they are right now. Yo, I'm looking at this like Rhino Shield ad or whatever, and I'm trying to find my phone case, and I can't find it because it's so old. Because mine is 5T. It starts from 1+6. That is so frustrating. Yeah, so that's the whole shtick about phone cases. I really hate it. I absolutely hate it. I mean, I never had a case except for that clear case. The clear case does not do anything. It does not do anything. So, I mean, it's just like I used to put like money and shit on the clear case. If I don't want to, like, I normally don't like carry cash like that. So yeah. Yeah. So that was my shtick on the fucking phone case. They should just like make the phone like at least let it survive one fall, bro. Like, it just doesn't make sense for it to just be like, oh, it falls once, Apple Care. Yep. You have to get it. Otherwise, you have to pay a lot of money. Like, it just frustrates me, man. Yeah. So yeah, that's a little bit of me rambling about phone cases. I want to do more things where it's like, where it just sounds like, like us, me, you guys, just like hanging out. You know what I mean? I don't want to do serious topic. I could, but like for now, I want to keep the episodes like light hearted a little bit, and just like talk about a little bit of my like frustrations about things in life. I mean, to be fair, nowadays I'm not frustrated about things in life. But yeah, I've been happy. But yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys like this episode. I know it's really offbeat, and I know it's it's not really it's not really everybody's cup of tea, and I'm fine with that. You know what I mean? But I just wanted to like let you know that the phone cases is just stupid. All right. Anyway, if you like this episode, please like, comment, dislike it. It's fine. Because we can see it, because we know that at least at least like we know. So just let us know. Subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate that. It helps us a lot. So yeah, this is the We Are Not Lonely podcast. Remember, you are not lonely, and yeah, you're not alone. All right. I will see you next Friday. Friday. I was gonna call R, but he didn't pick up the call. But anyway, it's just me. You guys just have to like deal with my voice. Anyway, see you. Bye. See you next Friday.